we have a lot of healing questions here, and I'm going to combine questions 7 and 8 because it's basically about the same thing. They want to know about our quantum type of healing that we teach versus Reiki or Qigong, long-distance healing.
One of the biggest differences is that we use a cool temperature and a good feeling. We use our tri-concept is what we say. It's a form that feels good and is on the cool side, and an awful lot of different places out there, they don't take into count the temperature, and so the hotter the better in their minds. And I know there's an awful lot of people that think that way. I certainly thought that way for the longest time until I did all the research involved of how hot energy affects the human body, and it doesn't affect it well. It actually causes all sorts of problems for you if you're constantly heating up your energy. And that's what we teach people in school, is not to heat up your energy, but to cool it down so that you can put more and more energy into play. And it won't be on the hot, destructive side. And an awful lot of the people you just said, as far as Reiki or Qigong, or call those type of breathing, martial art type styles of meditations, or where you do energy work like this, they don't bring up about things like that, things like how it would affect your pheromones, the heat, if you put out too much heat in your body, how it adversely affects it, so that it actually causes you to get in fights and arguments with people simply because you're burning your pheromones, and it shuts down your natural killer cells, or your ability to fight off something like a virus. Natural killer cells are the only thing in our body that is capable of actually getting rid of a virus. You go to a doctor and they give you an antibiotic, but that really is for bacteria. It's not get rid of a virus out of your system, because it doesn't have that capability. Your own body has that capability, and when you do certain energy modalities out there, you're actually shutting down that part of you, which we show people in the school why that and how that happens.
And that's what I enjoy about using my energy form for healing, because you taught us how to specifically put it in certain areas to help the release of natural killer cells. It's very precise in how we use our energy form, but yet it's guided very easily.
Yeah, there is so much more medical research that was done on how energy affects the body that really is available out there to people. And for the most part, these other energy modalities haven't adapted to them or put them into their routines, whereas, we put them and adapted them right into our school routines so that we can benefit from all this extra knowledge.
Well, we have somebody that comes right out and asks, how long does it take to build an energy form?
Well, that is the million-dollar question, because it's different for everybody. If you visualize well, you'll be able to build an energy form really quick. And if you don't visualize well, it takes you a little bit longer. But most people, within the first 30 days of training, start getting a pretty good knowledge of what chi is about, what it feels like, and how it can help them. And
our last question is, how can this energy form be used for other purposes besides healing, such as changing my mental state of mind or in my business?
Well, that's what we do, is we show you how to use this form to not only change the temperature in your body so that it's more in the way or the range you want it to be. We can teach you how to raise or lower your blood pressure, your heart rate, or those of somebody else around you, and also change the temperature in the air around you, outside your body as well as inside your body. And so also in changing the state of mind, we show you how you tap into your own second brain area, where most people don't understand what that's about or anything. But, with the latest research out there, we found out that you put a particular form through particular areas in your body, and suddenly you can change the hormonal way that it affects your body. And worth learning, because who doesn't want to feel good on demand? That's usually after a few years of training, you really can decide, how to feel good when you want to feel good. And that's something that's really unique that we teach to be able to do on yourself, but for you to be able to do that for other people.
It's an incredible way to feel great every day, because when I do my training, I actually put that attribute into the electrical form, and when I go to use it on myself or in a quantum healing, it has the exact same effect.
It really does. And, a lot of people have brought up also at different times about, the book The Secret or the movie The Secret. And, the big thing that they left out is how your pheromones really affect a person, either you or yourself. The way you put out your pheromones or whether another person puts out their pheromones. And we teach a student that comes into our school exactly how you can put your pheromones out in the best way and use it in the law of attraction type of way. And we find that using it in that particular way so that you can get along with everybody, even people that you don't normally get along with, you can get along with, it really works well for the student.
It absolutely does. There is a high level of cooperation, which is not only needed on a daily basis with people you interact with, but on a healing basis.
That's the whole reason why we call it the School of Chi energy, because we are going to give them healing ways to use this energy. We're going to give them all sorts of different ways that will benefit their life to use this energy in a particular form like we are. When you can actually make a form come out of your projection of Chi and utilize it in particular areas of the body, you can actually change the way you feel on a hormonal basis. And you really can do that not only on yourself but on other people. And learning those particular type of techniques are what helps separate us from other type of energy modalities also.
It's very true. That is the professional level.
Yeah, I think so. And most people probably, unless they saw that actually in action, believe that wouldn't be something that you can actually do. And I would suggest they take us up on it. Check out our school. Take a look at what we really have to offer. Check our catalog, our curriculum that we have, and they'll see that we can teach them all sorts of cool techniques using these type of ways that we build up the body. It really builds it up in such a better way than what you'll find out there in other systems. So that's all I basically wanted to go over today, and thanks, everybody.